Alrighty. I have no idea where this is going or if I'm even going to post it. I have had the creative inspiration, but also not only creative inspiration, but personal realization of starting a new chapter, aka it is May 1st, 2023, and I will be officially an adult. I will no longer be in school. It's time to make some changes. It's time to make some changes. Overall, if you will, in this day and age, call it becoming that girl, but more so, not only becoming that girl, but becoming the best version of myself that I possibly can, and gain consistency in all aspects of my life, because that is the main major struggle that I have with myself, is that I cannot stay consistent. It is so hard for me to stay consistent with things, especially jumping in to too much at once. So if you are someone who has ADHD and struggles with focusing and struggles with consistency and wanting to do more but don't know how to do it, and you can't really find exactly what you're looking for when you look it up on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or Google or whatever, and trying to become the best version of yourself and thinking, oh my gosh, like all these girls have this and they do this and like they have it all together, like how are they maintaining all of this? How are they keeping up with all of this upkeep of things? Like it's so hard. It's so hard being a girl. It's so hard keeping up with like societal standards, but like my own standards, if you will. Like I am doing the bare minimum of things. I'm doing the bare minimum of everything, and I don't want to do that anymore. Sorry, the lighting is acting crazy. It's cloudy, so like the sun keeps going in and out. Luna's going crazy. The phone is ringing. The phone is ringing. You need to answer it. Do you want to leave? Okay, bye. I want to be your guys' main inspiration, motivation, role model to just prosper and evolve together as someone who struggles with self-diagnosed, but ADHD. It's very, very apparent. And I also feel like anytime I looked up, oh, becoming that girl routine 2023, it was all just like pretty and flowers, and they just had everything together, like they were already that girl. And I'm like, where's the reality? That's what I'm bringing to you guys. I am bringing to you guys the realistic side of a 21-year-old girl who is in and out of her childhood home, who doesn't really have a direct path of things. Let's get ourselves together a little bit here and work it out together. We are going to go through this together because I know as much as you guys do. So, but to start, I've written down just a ton of things to mind dump of what I want to entail in this Becoming That Girl series that I'm going to start on this channel. Hopefully it'll come together. That's the other thing, is that when I get very overwhelmed by too much footage and pressure of things, I end up just quitting. But we're not gonna let that happen, right, ladies? Starting off, I highly suggest getting a planner. I recently got this Mind Your Business planner and I thoroughly enjoy it. Start. Obviously, I just got out the shower, so my hair is wet. This was a very spur of the moment thing, obviously. For myself, things that I want to improve or create a better routine of, things of that nature, starting with the innards, is creating an actual workout routine again. I used to have one, but now things have changed, circumstances have changed, I need a new one. Healing the acne, the internal chemistry of why things are happening, aka also just maybe creating a better skincare routine. Also, this involves a bunch of things. Next, mentality, working on the mindset of working towards things for myself, because I've noticed that when it comes to like deadlines for a job or an internship or tasks, I find it very easy to be driven and get those things done because they are on a timeline for a certain thing. Same as homework. If it's due at Sunday night at midnight on Canvas, like, I have to get it done by then. But when it comes to self deadlines, I find it very, very hard to keep up with those deadlines for myself because I'm like, oh, I could just do it tomorrow. Like, it's no big deal. Like, I could just do it tomorrow. Like, no, if I set a deadline for something, I have to get it done by that time. Just kind of also, when it comes to mentality, working on myself and really putting myself first and being less of a people pleaser, also shutting everyone else out and really just honing in on bettering my mentality and putting myself first. Another thing, I want to start implementing more like hiking and walks. I am very much like, I like being outside. I like doing things outside, and especially since the weather's getting nicer out, I want to find like a thing that I can do that's not just the gym. Like, I want something else that I can do throughout my day, like another thing, whether it's I find a hiking trail or I just go on walks, and making that a habit that I do every day. I wrote down finding who I am. I haven't searched, if you're picking up on my drift. I've kind of just been living life and going with what's happening and just taking the punches as it goes. And you know, I do this, I do school, I wake up, I do that, I go to my job, and I'm kind of just like living it, and I'm not really figuring out who I am as a person. So just paying more attention to that. And then again, healthier food and creating a healthier lifestyle. That's including starting to meal prep or going on Pinterest and finding healthier meals, or on TikTok and finding healthy food and snack ideas, and overall just creating a healthier lifestyle that is practical and realistic, and doing that realistically and not just trying to jump into a bunch of things and then end up setting myself up for failure. Next we have is the outer parts of myself, which include creating a better hair care routine. I just mentioned that earlier because I don't really have one. I kind of just like shampoo and condition my hair, and that's it. I only recently started like a hair treatment when I got out the shower, and like taking care of it and like really honing into like maybe taking better care of my hair. And then I have maintenance. Ladies, I know this may sound dumb for maybe like a lot of you, but I find it so hard to keep up on maintenance things, or like having a set routine for maintenance, aka nails, eyelashes, eyebrows, tanning, and style. Even though I am a fashion student, I love fashion industry, but my own fashion has gone through roller coasters of things, and I don't really have my set style, so I want to really try and find that. Speaking of which, I am going to set up a list of reminders that happen automatically for the whole month, and will just go on its own. I want to do the high maintenance things and be practical about it so that I can be low maintenance. I think I'm gonna try and do that with you guys and see if we can like plan a monthly maintenance calendar. That's cute, a monthly maintenance calendar. I like that. Setting a strict morning routine. Now, as I said, being ADHD, I become very easily distracted, and I find that it really sets my day how my morning goes, which I'm sure goes for everyone, including also a new night routine. This all is because I want to start going to bed earlier, waking up earlier, having more time in the morning to do the things for myself that I wouldn't normally get to do. Next, finances. I want to be very realistic about this because I feel like this isn't something that is easily talked about on social media, and like, well, I guess people talk about how they save money and how to make money in 2023 and how to do like blah blah blah. But I want to be very realistic with you guys. Like, this last semester of my college career here that I've been doing as my senior co-op, which is a full-time internship, is unpaid, and I didn't have a job while doing said internship, which I am fortunate enough to not have to work in order to provide for myself. I feel like I'm talking a lot, but I kind of want to just get all my thoughts out there. I don't know how I'm really going to go about like editing or doing any of this, but specifically working on finances, saving up money. I specifically wrote saving up $3K by the end of summer. So $3,000 by the end of summer, I want to have added to my savings account. Minimum, because my apartment with Kiki and Rags, that lease ends July 31st. So I'm going to be moving out of there, moving back here, and saving money so that hopefully I can get my own apartment eventually. And I want to work towards being financially free, as everyone does, of course. I basically said that in order to do that, it would be working with the same company that I intern with, and they actually offered me a job. And I want to get really serious with social media. Even though that is my job at my internship, I want to get serious with it for myself and my new Instagram and YouTube. I want to get serious about it, and then eventually when I work my way up, start doing collabs and sponsorships and stuff like that. I feel like is a great second source of income, because I want to have multitude of incomes. Moving on to career, I wrote down I want to upgrade my camera. I already have the Canon G7X Mark II, which is honestly, I really like it for vlogging. I feel like it's great. What I like, maybe like a wide angle attachment to give you like a cool wider angle of the vlog for you guys, as a little, just to switch it up, of course. But mainly my other camera that I shoot just photos on, it's a very basic camera that if you're into photography, that's like the base model that you start with. It's a great starter to photography, which is the Canon Rebel T7, EOS T7, I think, something like that. I might have said it out of order, but it's the Rebel T7 to really upgrade and invest in myself for my career, and something that I really love to do, and I feel like it would be worthwhile. And then of course this new series, I think that this would be great to jump into something now that I'm going to have a lot of free time, specifically meaning that not relying on other people to fill my day up as entertainment. I want to be able to do things and have things that are entertaining for myself, so I'm not just like sitting in my bed all day on TikTok because I've already gotten everything else done that I needed to do. Like, I want to be able to entertain myself or do things without relying on other people. aka I want to be, as if I'm not already independent enough, which I'm a very independent person. How do I explain this? I don't want to use TikTok as like a time filler because I have nothing else to do. I want to force myself to try new things, to do new things, to get out of the house, even if I have nothing to do. Just not relying on other people to fill up my time, and be more reliant on myself to fill my day with productive things or fun things or working on new hobbies or learning new stuff and creating those habits that come with it as well. And then I have environment, moving into my new room. I also want to film that because if you guys don't know, on my other main channel, I actually, when I wanted to get more serious with YouTube, I started it as a room makeover series. And I want to say that was like 4 years ago. Yeah, about 4 years ago. I redid this room, my childhood room, but I've definitely grown out of this room and it's time for a little bit of a switch up, and I'm actually going to move into a bigger bedroom, which is the guest bedroom in my same house. But this process is going to take a while, and I need to get started on it ASAP, basically. So there's gonna be a lot of videos for that as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy the little room makeover stuff and decorating and furniture and fun things like that, because I know I do. Yes, and I also feel like with this new stage and chapter of life, the timing of switching rooms and switching up my environment will be really super beneficial. I feel like I definitely get just like more creatively inspired and motivated and things like that. after this giant ramble that I have no idea how I'm going to edit together, I want to be serious about this series. And hopefully there's other girls out there who are going through the same thing and just haven't found that specific niche content creator of someone who is going to be a little bit more realistic of becoming that girl, or just the best version of themselves, and becoming a little bit more selfish, putting yourself first, realizing that it's hard being a girl and keeping up with things, and like also trying to have a career and make money, and but still like be the best version of yourself at that same time. It's a lot, and I want to document the struggles and the research and the time that it takes, and hopefully we can get there together to also just kind of like show the process, show the progress, you know, and that it's not linear, and that it's gonna be hard, but I think it's at least time for me to do this, if that makes sense, and just really grasping onto my life. What do I want to do? How can I make my life better? I want to hone in on becoming the best version of myself, really switching it up. I have goals for myself in life, and I want to stick to them, and I want to achieve them as well. And yeah, just getting everything together. Let's get everything together, girls. Let's be the best version of ourselves. Let's kick this world's butt. Bad bitch. Let's become a bad bitch. And this is gonna be the start. It's gonna be the start of a new era for myself, new chapter for myself. That's everything I wrote down. Becoming that girl, this series. I'm gonna stop rambling. We'll see how this goes. Oh, this is so weird. I'm just gonna try and have my camera with me at all times and just document it like a diary. Yeah, if there's any other graduates out there who are starting a new chapter in their life and have any advice, or feel like you're going through the same thing as me, leave it down in the comments below, or subscribe and we'll get through this together. Follow me on social media too, because I feel like it's a lot easier and quicker for me to post on like Instagram, on stories and stuff like that. So if you want more daily content, my Instagrams and all of that fun stuff will be down below. But yeah, I'm excited to start this journey together.